Dear students, in this semester we are going to learn the subject management and entrepreneurship. So this is very interesting subject and very important subject. Once you learn this subject, it will be very much helpful in your career. So this is very important and very interesting subject. So today we shall see the introduction part of this subject. So, what is the meaning of management? Many times we have come across this word management, isn't it? So, what management is? A general definition of the management is given. Management is the art of getting things done by a group of people with the effective utilization of available resources. Let me repeat. What is the meaning of management? Management is the art, that is something like kala, of getting things done by a group of people. See the definition. Not a single person. It is a group of people with the effective utilization of available resources. Whatsoever resources are there, machines, materials, human resource. So whatever resources are there, we have to effectively utilize the resources. So the question is, can one individual be treated as a management? Yes. An individual cannot be treated as a management body. Of course, no. A single person cannot be treated as a management body. So in any running organization, minimum of 2 persons are essential to form a management. So it is very much clear that one individual cannot be treated as a management. So in the textbook they have started with this. What is the importance of management? We will see. Formerly, the word management was used mostly in relation to circuses and restaurants. So earlier, means I think 50 years ago, this word was oftenly used with hotel management and circuses, but of late, means at the current scenario, it has acquired much glory and significance. As I have shown a simple diagram of restaurant management. Suppose we want to run a restaurant. What we should have? So we are managing. How we are managing? How many tables should be there? How many waiters should be there? What material should be purchased? And how we are going to supply it? And what should be the rate? What should be the recipes? Isn't it? So who else are the suppliers? And so many things we are going to manage when we want to run a hotel or we want to run a restaurant. Same case with the circuses also. Earlier, this term management was mostly used for that restaurants and circuses, but now it has acquired a much glory and significance. In any field, this management term has come into usage. So, what made it so important? Isn't it? So, what has made the term management so much important? So, management is a critical element in economic growth of a country. So, what does it mean? It is very critical element in economic growth of a country. The economic growth of a country, it depends upon how well we are managing it. So, by bringing together, we have got 4 factors of production: men, money, material and machines. Men, that is human resource. We want money for investment, materials, a raw material, and machines to process the material. So management enables a country to experience a substantial level of economic development. So what is the importance? So management is very critical element in deciding the growth of a country. A good management is there, obviously, definitely the country will have a good growth. If there is a mismanagement or not proper management, obviously it is going down. The economy is going to be down. So management enables a country to experience a substantial level of economic development. And the second point, management is dynamic. So it is not static, it is changing. So management is dynamic, life-giving element in every organization. It is this element that coordinates current organization activities and plans for the future. So first important thing is management has got very critical role in economic growth of the country, and second is management is a dynamic. It is a life-giving element in every organization. Various organizations are there. In every organization there needs a management. It is this element that coordinates current organizational activities and plans the future. So two or few terms are there, very often you will come across. Let us see few terms. In this chapter and the whole of the subject, you will come across so many terms. When such terms comes, I will elaborate you, I will give a much more explanation of that terms. The first term is execution. What does it mean? So execution is nothing but carrying out a plan or process. So while we are doing any programming, we tell that execute the program. What does it mean? Executing means we are carrying out each and every instruction. Whatever lines we have written, we are executing it. In the same way, execution is nothing but carrying out a complete plan or process. So who is executing? Means it is not the executor, the person who is doing execution is at the higher level. So he can take few decisions. So that is the executive post, isn't it? So it is at the higher level. The next term is dynamic. We come across many times this term in our subject. So dynamic is nothing but it is a continuous progress. There is a continuous progress, such a thing we call it as a dynamic. So very often we come across the term cooperation and coordination. So are these terms same or different? Obviously both are not the same. Indeed, when we hear they go hand in hand, means more or less we come across this word, the same pretext like cooperation and coordination. Cooperation is working together and coordination is working together efficiently. So just to make it clear, I will give a simple example of what cooperation is, what coordination is. So I will give a very simple example. One person for some occasion or for some ceremony, he wanted to stitch a new pant, means new cloth, he wanted to stitch a new pant. He went to the tailor, so he took his everything, size and everything he had given to the tailor and cloth to the tailor. So the ceremony or occasion was the next day, he brought it from the tailor. When he brought it, so it was something like night time. When he wore it, his pant was 4 inches lengthier, means it was bigger than the actual length. So this person was very much worried. So this has become, so it looks very odd if I wear a pant which is 4 inches more. So I cannot fold it, he thought. So he went to his wife and told that, anyhow it is a night time, the tailor has closed the shop, please reduce 4 inches. He told his wife, first he told to his wife told, I am busy, I cannot do, keep it there. Then he went to his sister and told that the problem, the sister was also busy, and after that he requested his mother. So his mother told, after the dinner I may do it. So he left the pant there itself. What has happened on the next day, when he took his pant, what has happened? First the mother took the pant, she cut 4 inches, and after that the sister took, she also cut the 4 inches, and finally the wife took and she also made it, she also cut the 4 inches. So the pant has become something like half pant. So the thing is, there was indeed cooperation, means all people, they all cooperated, isn't it? They all cooperated, they all worked together, but there was no coordination. So coordination is, there should be some understanding, isn't it? So working together efficiently means if one has done, why I should do? The work is done, isn't it? So when there was a 4 inches were reduced, there is no need that again I should do the work. That is nothing but the understanding, that is nothing but the coordination. I hope you got the whole theme of what cooperation is and what coordination is. So one more term will come, collaboration. We will see in the next lectures. So let us see how they have defined definition of management, how we are going to define the management, definition of management. So various experts, they have given different definitions of the management. Peter D. Drucker defines management as an organ. Organ can be described and defined only through their functions. Management is nothing but it is an organ. Eye is an organ, nose is an organ, isn't it? So what is the function of eye? To see. In the same way, the organs can be described and defined only through their functions. According to Terry, management is not people, it is an activity like walking, reading, swimming or running. People who perform management can be designated as managers, members of management or executive leaders. Means what the Terry is telling, management is nothing but it is like an activity, and people who perform, we are giving them different designations like managers, members of the management or executive leaders. And Ralph C. Davis has defined the management is the function of executive leadership anywhere. It is nothing but management is the function of executive leadership, means executive means taking some decisions. So according to McFarland, management is defined for conceptual, theoretical and analytical purposes as that process by which managers create, direct, maintain and operate purposive organization through systematic, coordinated and cooperative human effort. So it seems to be lengthy, but it encompasses so many things. Means it is defined for conceptual, theoretical, analytical purposes as the process which manager creates, directs, maintain and operate purposive organization through it is a systematic and coordinated and cooperative human effort. Lewis Allen states management is what a manager does. Whatsoever a manager does, it is nothing but a management. So Henry Fayol defines to manage is to forecast and plan, to organize, to compound, the coordinate and to control. What he tells, to manage is to forecast, means we have to see the future. So depending upon the future, we have to plan now itself. Henry Canute says management is the art of getting things done through and with an informally organized groups. Henry says management is the art of getting things done through with an informally organized group. Means there should be a systematic group and everything should be done in a well organized group, that is nothing but the management. Thank you.